Quick disclaimer, the comments made in this podcast are not meant to be hurtful or insulting to the authors of the highlighted fanfiction. Any seemingly degrading comments are made in jest and are not meant to be taken seriously. Similarly, anything read as part of the fanfictions do not represent the values of the hosts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game Theory. That was bad of me to start. I do that every time in my head. Like, every time someone says, like, hello blank, I think of Welcome to Game Theory.
Well, now I'm just going to be thinking about that too.
And then he says the show that, and then says a funny thing. Remember when he called Mario Nazi?
Yeah, those are good old days. Good old days. We miss you, Matt Pat.
That's actually the start of the episode. This is Pick-a-Fic. No, it's not, actually. I'm going to restart.
What? Okay.
I keep missing.
What? What's going on?
You know what? This is the worst one. I don't know what's going on. I keep thinking, like, oh, it'd be funny if we continued from this point.
Why are we getting worse? We're getting worse. How is this happening?
And then I continue from that point, but then I immediately am just like, oh, no, this is a bad idea. So I stop and I want to redo it. But then I'm just like, wait, no, it would be really funny if we continue from that point. This is a fanfiction podcast where we read the fanfiction. You know that already because you clicked on a part 3, and you wouldn't click on a part 3 if you hadn't seen part 1 and 2. So you don't need an intro. You don't even need to know my name.
No, we don't need to know anyone's name. We can just get straight into this.
I don't remember who voiced who. So
me either. I think I did Gloria. I did Alex. I did
think
the
you
girl.
Made me do Marty.
Yeah, and the zebra.
That's what I just said.
I meant to say the giraffe.
This is the worst one. Melman. Ross.
Melvin? Is it Melman?
Ross from Friends.
Is it Melman or Melvin?
Melman.
Why is it? No, it's
99.9% sure it's Melman.
It can't be.
Go to IMDb right now. It's a Melman. Ross is Melman.
Madagascar.
Have you ever thought about how bad Ross is? Like, as a character?
Yeah, you're right.
Melman.
David Schwimmer just looks weird. I don't know, man. It's just something about him.
He's got that Ross face.
Yeah, it's just... I don't want to look at him
like,
anymore.
you associate him with Friends, which immediately puts him, like, below, like, other humans.
Right. I mean, at least it's not the Big Bang Theory, am I right?
Nope, that's a better show.
Really? Have you watched it?
I've watched more Friends unwillingly than Big Bang Theory, but both I watch unwillingly. Mm-hmm. So it's not like either of them are good, but like I'd rather watch Big Bang Theory because it's, I don't know.
Guys, Doctor Who and Star Trek.
Friends, like, they're just terrible people and they get away with everything, and it just makes me angry. Because, like, what people, like, relate to these people. That's not good.
Yeah.
Like, Ross sucks. I don't remember the other. Phoebe's just dumb because you need a dumb girl. I don't know. They're all just boring. So this is about Madagascar.
I have a feeling that if I watched Friends as much as you do, we would have like a hour-long Friends podcast.
Dude, I was gonna say, we could do the Friends cast, the Friend cast. Have some of our friends on, and be like, so why are these friends bad friends?
Yeah, and then...
Is that the joke? Is that like the meta, like 4D chess joke that they're all terrible friends, but the show is named Friends, and it's about them getting through situations by being terrible people? Is it like supposed to be a satire?
I really think
the only way it could be funny.
I think we just cracked the code, and every single Friends fan has no idea.
Dude, this is the secret. This is actually the Friends podcast now.
Yep.
We're gonna derail from Malagasy for a second time to talk about how Friends isn't actually supposed to be taken seriously, and it's actually a meta commentary on toxic friendship and idolizing bad people or something.
I would 100% agree.
We've been riding on the train for quite a while. Then I heard something on the speaker. Alex and Gloria heard it too. Alex then asked if it was Grand Central Station or something else. Gloria then said,
This is
"Who's
it."
You're Gloria?
Yes, I just said it. I am.
Well, I forgot what you said already, so.
This is it.
I asked her.
What is?
No, that's not what it says.
What? Wait.
You said what is. It says what's it.
What's it?
This is the worst one. We've cracked. Malagasy has killed us. Actually, do you think it was Kangaroo Jack? We've been kind of slipping since Kangaroo Jack.
I think so. It was Kangaroo Jack. Oh,
I think that's the one that did us in. Then Gloria told me the answer. We're on our way. Quite different, though. We made it to our... What? Dude, I'm already struggling. We're on our way. Quite different, though. What? We made it to our stop, and we made a run for it. Are they on the train already? Oh, they are on the train. Wait. Sorry, I forgot, like, the entire rest of the...
I'm like, yeah.
Like, what happened in the last... Did they get on the train?
Are you talking about... No, you're thinking about the third movie. There's no train.
No, I'm not. Then why are they on the train?
Jason,
The first sentence says we've been riding on the train for quite a while.
Wait.
But the title of the chapter, which I forgot to read, is At Grand Central Station and Discovered. But apparently they're not at Grand Central Station. What train? What is happening? What is happening?
No. This is so messed up.
Okay. The end of chapter 5. What they didn't know is that they were scared of people who are coming on. Oh, is it the subway? Are they on the, like...
Was there a scene where they're in a subway?
Yes.
Oh,
they take the subway to Grand Central Station.
Okay. I remember now. I was thinking of the train, like from the third movie. I wasn't thinking.
I was thinking, like, it's Grand Central Station. There's trains there. That's the whole point of it.
No, you're right.
I thought they had already gotten on one of the trains.
And that was my second thought, yeah.
Okay, we're on our way. Quite different, though. We made it to our stop, and we made a run for it. I saw Melman stuck in a huge situation. And I tried to help him. But Alex said...
Hey, Sarah, come on, let's go!
That I then ran to catch up. I hope that we're not too late. Man, I need to get back. I keep trying to read it correctly, but I have to force myself. No, read it as it is. Before we knew it, we made it to Grand Central Station. I thought I was Alex.
No, I was Alex.
Why are you Alex?
'Cause that's just what we chose. Do you want to be Alex? You could be Alex.
Why am I so bad at this? This is easy. You just read what's on the page. Okay. No more interruptions. Okay, I'll start over. Before we knew it, we made it to Grand Central Station. I had a good look and saw more people running for their lives. This is not good. No, it's not at all. They must have think that Alex is dangerous. I then saw Alex getting beaten up by an old lady. I winced in pain. That's... It jumps to a different paragraph for no reason. Like, it's the same thought. That's gotta hurt real bad. I then spotted Marty and I got Alex's attention by waving at him. He came up to me and asked, "What is it, Sarah?" I pointed my finger at where I saw What? Whoa.
What?
That was Alex talking.
Oh.
What? Then I spotted Marty. Oh, I got Alex's attention. Dude, what is wrong with me? What am I doing? Okay, so you say...
What is it, Sarah?
I pointed my finger at where I saw Marty. But Alex is getting beat up, right?
I think he's done getting beat up now. I think he...
Alex then grew excited and said...
Thanks, Sarah. We should have used someone like you to know where he is.
I rolled my eyes in amusement. Then Alex got Marty. he kept saying,
I got him.
well, he got him all right. Gloria caught up with us, and I got my eyes wide when I saw Melman. He had a clock on his head. Oh boy, Marty was surprised to see us. Mostly me. He asked us what are we doing here? Alex and Gloria talked about how worked up. What have you been doing? Alex and Gloria talked about how worried they were, and I stayed quiet because this is their moment, not mine. I then began to feel that something is not right. I grew worried. I then heard police sirens, and I tried to get Alex's attention. I said,
Alex, hello? Dude, listen to me. Alex!
That shout finally caught his attention. He looked up at me annoyed and said,
What?
I pointed and he looked at my direction and got shocked. Same for Marty. We're surrounded. There's no way out. I then glared at Alex and he nervously smiled at me. Marty whispered, it's the man. We are so dead. Marty said good evening, but Alex just shushed him. It's the man?
I don't remember that quote at all. Don't ask me.
I didn't know what is going on with them. That's just it. I thought those two were friends. Alex then tried to talk to them, but it's no use. He got injured by the same old lady. That's gotta hurt. That's the same transition. Like
it is. It is. You're right, Jason. Good job.
He then tried to tell the man that he's from the zoo, but it wasn't working. He looked at me and asked, "What's the matter with them?" I had to answer him. I said,
I hate to bring the bad news to you, but they can't understand you.
Alex asked why, and then I noticed an animal control officer aiming for Alex, and I shouted,
Hey Alex, look out!
But it was too late. A dart hit Alex and he felt a bit oozy. He then said that he felt really weird, and then he passed out. It must be a tranquilizer dart or something. Then I felt a huge pain on my leg. Marty and Gloria looked at me with worry when I turned around and saw a syringe in my leg. I pulled it out and threw it close to the animal control officer.
You just shot a girl with an animal class tranquilizer?
The police officer was like going to her for information,
yeah,
and this dude just shoots her.
Like, what happened if you get shot with it like a tranquilizer meant for like animals, like with lions and hippos and giraffes?
That's
like,
the thing too. Is like Alex and Marty would be a little strong for a person because they are bigger than a person,
right?
But like Gloria and Malman would need a bigger one or more of them.
Yeah.
So
what would that do to
someone?
someone?
In the movie, they all get shot like 20 times. So
yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think she gets shot once, it's fine. If she got shot like 5 times, like each of them, then
that's okay. What the heck?
Then I felt strange, as if I was about to go to sleep. I wonder why. Then I landed with a thud while I heard Marty, Sarah. I then drifted to darkness when my vision went black. I woke the next morning just in time to see the crates that look like the ones that my friends are the species of going onto a ship. Let me read that again. I woke the next morning just in time to see the crates that look like the ones that my friends are the species of going onto a ship. I then realized that I'm in a cage of some kind. What is going on? I don't know what is going on.
4 more to go.
Except for 10 minutes to read. What just happened? What did I?
So they just threw her in a cage? What?
This is self-insert into the first movie. With no creativity whatsoever. They just put a human girl who was talking sensibly into a cage. Like, if she was going off about, like, oh, yeah, they're talking to me, like, but you can't hear them, then I'd be a little bit... That'd at least make a little bit of sense why she's, like,
much more sense compared
being
to
shipped
what
off
just
to
happened
Madagascar.
now.
But she's like... She made a snarky remark to an officer about how I need to tell you this, but they can't understand you. And then she gets fucking shot.
She gets
with a trank dart.
Hey, police, am I right?
Chapter 7, on the ship, not on the beach. Don't get them confused. I have to know. I didn't make a sound as I was being loaded by the crew and I was tied next to the 4 crates. So is she in the crate or next to the 4 crates? Or both?
You can choose.
I hope that Alex and the others would be okay. I started to grow worried. I don't know how I would get out of this cage mess. Then before I know it, the ship started to move. I hope that the others would see me. Then I heard voices. I know those voices. I then asked,
Alex, Marty, Gloria, Melman, is that you guys?
I then heard Alex.
Sarah, you're here too?
Marty said, I am loving the sound from your voice. Gloria said,
Sarah, honey, I'm glad you're okay. I was beginning to worry.
Melman asked, you're not hurt, are you? I answered him,
no, I'm not, but what's going on?
Alex told me,
we're all in crates, but you're in a cage.
Then I said,
I know that I'm in a cage. I noticed it when I woke up.
This is the most, like, and then she said, and then he asked, and then this happened. Like, Then Marty said that we'll be like okay, but Alex then said that because of him they're ruined. This is getting us nowhere. I sighed and stayed quiet. Then I felt like I was being pushed around. I then said,
guys, please don't get carried away with the arguing. I think you're about to hurt me.
They didn't hear me, but the strap that held the crates together snapped and Marty got separated from the others. I looked at his crate. Then I asked,
why didn't you listen to me?
Marty nervously giggled and said, sorry, Sarah, but Alex thinks it's my fault we're in this mess. Alex then said from his crate,
sorry I dragged you into this mess, Sarah. I didn't know that you were knocked out and put in a cage of some kind.
I sighed and rolled my eyes and said,
it's okay, Alex, but don't ever do it again.
He nervously laughed and said,
I'll try, Sarah.
Then we had a huge turn, causing us to hit a chain of the ship. But not for long, as we all fell overboard. The cage had a lock, and I sunk deeper into the ocean. Cages are open.
Yes.
So she's gonna drown.
Yes.
I had to get to the surface. The others might be because their crates are made of wood and wood floats. Then I felt like I was about to die. I am losing air. What am I to do? Before I blackened out, there was a pod of dolphins who noticed that I was in trouble. Then my world went black. Author's note. Don't worry about Sarah. She is not dying. Fuck you mean she's not dying?
Explain.
She's not dying. She's just knocked out from too much salt water. She'll be okay if any of you are worried.
So if I just throw salt water at you, you're just gonna get knocked out.
You big bro, that tunnel vision's coming dude.
I'll shove your face in a tub of salt water and you're just dead. You're out cold.
Yeah, so if I'm getting too annoying,
I'll just carry a big bucket of.
But that goes two
water.
ways. I can do the same to you.
Yeah, it's common knowledge in humans.
Chapter 8. Where are we exactly? I didn't know how long I was out, but I felt pressure trying to wake me up, and I felt like the urge to spit out salt water. I then heard voices. I'll just assume it's Alex.
Guys, I think it's working.
Great, she's starting to wake up.
Sarah, wake up, Sarah.
My eyes opened to see Alex, Marty, Melman, and Gloria looking down at me with worried, turned to relieved looks. I sat up and started to cough up the salt water out of my mouth. Good to know that's where you're coughing it out from. I coughed up some more and said while I looked at the others,
Alex, Marty, Melman, Gloria, boy, am I glad to see you guys are okay. What happened?
Marty then said, Marty then said, I found your body on the beach sand. They are on the beach.
The beach sand.
The beach sand.
The beach sand.
Not, guys, this is not the William Osmond sand. This is the beach sand.
The beach sand.
You weren't moving, and you looked a little bit blue on the lips. Alex then said,
Marty and I knew that we had to take action and save your life. Marty pushed your stomach to help get the salt water out of your mouth while I helped with the CPR for a little while.
Okay, would you rather get resuscitated with the hooves of a zebra or mouth to mouth by a lion?
Mouth to mouth by a lion.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think the
that's
zebra...
like metal and ride shit if you get
like...
CPR from a lion.
Because, like, the zebra would probably just, like, kill you unintentionally.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Don't they have to, like, break your ribs? Don't your ribs have to be broken?
I mean, yeah, but, like, a zebra man.
I guess.
Like,
yeah.
I think... And no, not pushing on the ribs. They're pushing on the stomach.
Oh, yeah. And the salt...
Because that's where the salt water is. It's in the little...
Yeah, and it just kind of whoop.
I'm so full from drinking salt water.
That's what she was doing. She was drinking all the salt water when she fell in the ocean.
That's how you don't drown. Everyone knows that. You drink all the water.
You just drink all the water. That's how you...
You need to get that Spyro meme. We're just like, I'm so full from drinking salt water.
I will, don't worry.
Oh my gosh.
This is already a ringer of an edit.
Marty then added... Oh, that's me. Is it Marty, Melman? Like, those are both me, so I shouldn't be confused. I did the rest, and we then felt some movement from you. Melman then said, you nearly died. Well, you could have if it wasn't for Marty and Alex. Well, mostly Marty. I then coughed out some more salt water, but from where, we don't know. While Gloria said,
well, thank goodness you're okay now, Sarah. Look at us. We're all here together, safe and sound.
That reminds me, where are we? That wasn't dialogue, by the way. Melman then said, yeah, here we are. Where exactly is here? I asked,
where are we? Where are we anyway?
Laugh track. That caught the others' attention. I looked at myself and noticed that my clothes are dry, but my hair is a bit wet. The salt water didn't fade away the colors of my clothes.
Does this person have a fear of salt water or something? Because every time they mention
the salt
water, it's the salt water.
It's the overly descriptive fan fiction writing.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I get it. Like, you're in the ocean. We
like,
know what water we're talking about.
Like, was it at the beginning of this chapter where I coughed up some more and said, while I looked at the others, as if that's important. Like, you don't have, like, if you're talking to someone, we can assume you're looking at them. You don't have to say, I was also looking at the others while I talked to them. Please, this is a visual, this is like imagery. This is all I learned in like 3rd grade reading class is imagery. So that's what I'm putting in here.
Well, the original, like the first 5 chapters were always about her being confused. She was always confused and...
Yeah, now she's always saying.
Yeah.
Everyone's just saying, man. Okay. Melman then said that we're in San Diego. What? I don't think we are. I then said,
Melman, I hate to being a bringer of bad news, but we're not in San Diego.
He looked at me and asked, why? I answered,
Because San Diego is located in California.
Alex then asked, what could be worse than San Diego? Marty then said, I don't know. This place is crack-a-lackin'. Oh, I could hang out here. Oh, I could hang here. I could hang here. I then said,
You said I could hang here twice.
I thought I was like having a stroke. I'm like, did I just read the same thing again?
I didn't know what to make of that.
Alex then chased Marty around, and I can tell that this is no good. Gloria stopped it, and she said,
Look, we're just going to have to find the people, get checked in, and have this mess straightened out.
She then put Alex down, who was complaining.
Oh, great. This is just great. San Diego. Now I have to compete with Shamu and his smug little grin. I can't top that. Can't top it. I'm ruined. I'm done. I'm out of the business. It's your fault, Marty. You ruined me. I won't help Sarah get home because of this madness.
That's what we're trying to do. Marty then said, come on, Alex. Do you honestly think I intended all of this to happen? You want me to say that I'm sorry? Is that what you want? Okay, He didn't finish because Alex shushed him. He then said, you shushed me. I then said,
Marty, maybe I'll have someone else help me get home along with you and Gloria and Melman, and well, I
didn't finish because Alex shushed me too. Gloria said to Marty before Alex shushed her,
Marty, you gotta be just a little bit more
Gloria and I then said together,
Don't you shush me.
Alex then asked,
Did you hear that? Don't you hear that?
I listened and answered,
Come to think of it, I hear it too. Is that music?
Where is the music coming from? Well, I am going to find out. I started to head out to the jungle, and I heard Alex saying,
Hey Sarah, wait up.
I then heard Marty saying, Sarah, wait for us. I then said,
Guys, hurry up. Maybe there are some nice native folk who would help us. Mostly me.
Well, I hope so.
Welcome to San Diego.
Remember the movie? That was funny.
It is just a good one. I want to rewatch it.
We all kept on running.
You didn't.
Oh my gosh, chapter 9, Into the Jungle. But you gotta do Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
Like the song, isn't it? It's so funny when you call the thing Welcome to the Jungle, like the song. No one's ever done that before. It's so clever. We all kept on running to find the source of where the noise is coming from. Marty then said, I hear it now. Gloria said,
Where there's people, where there's music, there's people.
Alex then said,
We'll go to the head honcho.
Melman said, a sidewalk would be nice. Gloria then said,
Yeah, what a dump.
Alex then said,
They should call it the San Diego Zoo. First they tell you, wait, what? First they tell you, hey, we got this great open plan thing. Let animals run wild. Next thing you know, it's flowers in your hair and everyone's hugging everybody.
I started to run out of breath and I slowed down. However, Marty noticed it right away and he scooped me up and I landed on his back. When he scooped me up, I was in the air and landed on his back and said,
Whoa!
After I land on his back, I said to him,
Oh, thank you for the ride, Marty.
No. It's oh.
Oh, thanks for the ride, Marty.
I smiled at him. Marty then said, this place kind of grows on you. You've been there for 5 minutes. This way, guys, come on. I hoped that we would be getting close. Then we headed to some really big leaves. I saw some shadows on the other side. I then got off of Marty's back. Yet I wonder, what shadows are they? That's just it. Gloria then said,
Okay, let's make a good impression on the people. Smiles, everyone. Let's get it together.
We all then smiled while Gloria had a good look at Melman. She then asked him,
Is that the best you can do, Melman?
I asked him.
Is it really the best you can do, buddy?
He just nervously smiled and then said, oh, I'm not smiling. It's gas. I got grossed out a bit and backed up a bit. Okay, that's a bit disgusting. Gloria then said,
Okay, well, great. Let's make gas look good.
She then opened the 2 giant leaves and we got a bit disappointed, but not Marty. He was like amazed. Gloria then said,
It's not people, it's animals.
Melman then said, California animals, dude. Marty then said, this is like a puffy party. I got a bit disappointed. There aren't any people here. I got so angry. What I didn't know is that there are 2 natives that are watching us. Gloria and I asked the same question.
What kind of zoo is this?
That's what I like to know. Melman said, I just saw 26 blatant health code violations. Marty then said that he's loving San Diego. He has to know that we are not in San Diego. Melman checked again and he said something about 27. Then Marty started to dance to the music. He then said, we should have brought chips and dip. I then said,
Well, we should have brought pizza and hot dogs.
Then Gloria and I noticed something a bit off. Alex is not with us. Gloria asked before she pulled Marty away from the party.
Wait, where's Alex?
I looked at Melman and asked.
Did you see him?
Melman shook his head no. Gloria wondered what happened to him and why he isn't behind us. Marty was still dancing to the music. I don't know where Alex is. I have to find him, but Gloria won't let me. Marty was still dancing, and then all of a sudden, we heard shouting that yelled, Fusa! The Fusa! The Fusa are attacking! Run for your lives! What's going on there? I looked at Gloria, and she looked at me back. I asked,
What is going on anyway?
Gloria answered,
I don't know, Sarah, but we'll find out soon.
Then Alex caught up with us. I heard him say something about spider webs. I got confused for a bit. Then Alex said,
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for waiting up. Really appreciate it.
I got confused. Twice in the same paragraph. What's gotten into him? That's what I have to know. Alex then saw what is happening. I don't know what he is doing. He seems to be talking to these creatures. I got my eyes wide because I know what they are. They are indeed the Fusa. I then gasped when I saw a huge spider at Alex's back. The others were shocked. Gloria grabbed a stick, and I also grabbed the stick, and Alex turned around to see the spider. He then panicked real bad. I shouted at him,
Alex, won't you just hold still and let me and Gloria take care of this?
Then Gloria and I tried to get the spider. I don't know where the spider is. Marty kept telling us to smack it. Man, this won't be easy for me. This is going to be harder. Harder than I thought. Then Alex said,
Enough with the stick.
We then helped Alex up to his feet and said that he hates spiders. I got confused. I said,
Alex, I thought you said that you hate spider webs. Do you also hate spiders?
Alex looked at me and said,
I hate them both.
I said,
I guess that means you have a phobia of spiders.
Alex nodded his head. Gloria reassured him.
It's okay, it's gone.
I then said while I dusted him,
It's okay, big guy. The spider is off of you. I saw it with my eyes. You don't have to worry about the spider anymore unless there is one anywhere.
This made him sigh of relief and said,
Thanks, Sarah.
I smiled as if of a way to say thanks. Something tells me they're not going to finish the movie. Chapter 10, we meet the king of the lemurs. Way to get to the point. We were finishing up the dusting off Alex when How long does it take to brush a spider off?
A long time when you're in San Diego.
When we're finishing up with the dusting off Alex, when something caught our attention. To me, it looked like a mouse lemur. Hold on.
You think they're not just called lemurs? Are they called mouse lemurs?
They're not. Mouse. Oh my gosh, they are.
Oh,
I hate this. So that's what they look like in real life.
They're kind of ugly.
Kind of freaky.
Yeah. I'm not liking these.
So
guys.
you're telling me that people think these are cuter than like rats?
I'm more of a rat guy than a lemur guy.
Like, wow. Unbelievable. Anyway, back to this garbage. From what I can tell, it looks scared. I almost said scary. Really scared to me. Marty tried to be friendly to the little one, and Alex stopped him and said to let him handle it. I was not sure about it. I made an unsure face. This is not going to end so well. I can feel it in my guts. Then I saw the little lemur crying. I glared at Alex. He tried his best to calm him down, but it didn't work. The little mouse lemur wailed, and that startled him. I then said...
Nice going, Alex.
Alex looked at me and asked...
What did I do that's wrong?
I said...
What did you do that's wrong? You scared the little mouse lemur the daylights out of it. Marty could have done it himself, but thanks to your spoiled behavior, the little mouse lemur is only afraid of you.
Gloria then calmed the little mouse lemur down. I was amazed. I didn't know she had the guts to do it. The little mouse lemur does look cute to me. It's just too adorable. I gently petted it. This made the this made the lemur giggle. What I didn't know is that we're being watched. Then I had a funny feeling in my stomach. I looked up in the trees just to be sure. I don't understand it. Then my eyes got wide when I saw more lemurs. This is a big surprise. What is going on? Where do they come from? How did they get here? They got me startled. I can't believe it. Then we heard a sound that is coming from a shell. It almost sounded like a conch shell. I then saw another lemur. I think it looks like an eye to me. It must be the one blowing the conch shell. Conch shell. There we go. He then announced something I don't understand. He said,
Presenting your Royal Highness, our illustrious King Julian XIII, self-proclaimed Lord of Lemurs, etc., etc. Hooray, everybody!
The lemurs cheered. Then a ringed tail lemur spun some leaves like it's a trick to do in a circus. That's the third movie. You're getting too far ahead of yourself. I think it's got skill. Marty said he's got style. I must say that I agree. I don't know that this lemur would get... I didn't know that this lemur would get style. I'll say that he's good. Like, really good. Alex then asked...
What is he like? King of the guinea pigs?
This lemur didn't look like a guinea pig to me. Melman then said... I think it's a squirrel. What? It doesn't look like one to me. I don't know what it is. The lemur greeted us with a friendly smile. Welcome, giant pansies. Please feel free to bask in my glow. Alex looked at Melman with a dry look on his face. He said to him...
Definitely a squirrel.
Melman replied to him back, Yep, squirrel. Julian then said to us, We thank you with enormous gratitude for chasing away the Fusa. I asked him,
The fossa?
He looked at me and answered, Yes, they are always annoying us by trespassing, interrupting our parties, and ripping our limbs off. I got disgusted by this, while Alex said wanting to find help to get off the island.
Yeah, this sounds good. Look, we're just trying to find out where the people are. So if you could
The other lemur said while he looked at Alex's teeth.
Oh my, what big teeth you have, man!
All that the I got for a response. I think that was the guy who announced.
Oh, what was his name again?
That he didn't have a name.
Oh. Well, like his actual name.
He doesn't have a name.
He does.
No, the guy who, like, you were...
Oh, I thought it was
presenting your Royal Highness, our illustrious King Julian, that guy.
Oh.
Because it says the I, and I think that guy was the mouse lemur is Mort.
Okay.
So yeah. What is the other one's name?
Yeah, she was like...
The announcer. I forgot he was a named character.
Yeah.
I didn't know what... I don't know what an I is, so I didn't know that's who they were referring to.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm just like, I'm on autopilot, man.
Honestly, yeah. I'm just trying to find all the... Where are we? Okay. All that the I got for a response was a slap to the head from Julian. I know that the other lemur is an I. Thanks for clarifying. Julian scolded at the I. Oh, we get our answer. Shame on you, Maurice. Can you not see that you have insulted the freak? I got a closer look at the lemur Julian, and my eyes got wide. I then said...
Wait a minute.
Marty looked at me and asked, wait, why? Wait, why? I turned to him and said...
The black and white tail, the dark brown gray fur, those rings around his eyes. Guys, this is not a squirrel.
Bum, bum, bum. Melman looked at me surprised and asked, what is it if it's not a squirrel? I looked at him and said...
Melman, that's a ring-tailed lemur.
Alex looked at me surprised and asked...
ring-tailed lemur, Sarah?
I answered...
Yes, they're a special type of primate with the black and white coloring on their tails.
Julian smiled at what I said, and he said to me... Why, thank you for the compliment, dear girl. Why do I keep changing his accent? Oh my gosh. I'm starting to my vision's starting to blur a little bit.
It's happening. We're getting into it. Yeah. Here we go.
This is the last one. We gotta get through it. Well, thank you for the compliment, my dear girl. I always had a thing with these here tail of mine. This, I think it's supposed to be this. I smiled at what he said. Then he said with a laugh, haha, you must tell me, who the heck are you? Alex introduced us.
I'm Alex, the Alex, and this is Gloria, Marty, and Melman, and Sarah.
Maurice then asked us.
Okay, wait, which one Maurice?
You were, the one who announced. Maurice is the darker one.
Okay.
That's kind of like Mort's guy.
Oh, you know? Okay. So he's the one with the
deeper voice.
Okay,
yeah.
so I was right. All right. And just where are you giants from?
Alex answered.
We're from New York, where Sarah is from another world, and we...
Julian silenced him. He turned to the rest of the lemurs and said, all hail the Another World Girl and the New York Giants. Forgot about that joke. The lemurs shouted,
Another World Girl and the
New York Giants. I got confused all of a sudden. What? Another World Girl? I've never heard of that.
Girl, what have you been doing
Never!
this whole time?
Ever! We then huddled in a circle. I don't know what it is this about anyway. I should figure it out. I asked,
what do you guys think this is all about?
Alex shrugged his shoulders because he doesn't know. Alex then said,
is this some sort of inbreeding program? Well, I say we just got to ask these bozos where the people are.
I agree with him on this one. There has to be some people out there. I wonder if there are any people. You just said you think there are people out there. You're not wondering. I don't know the answer. I have to know if there are any people around. That's the problem. That's right, the problem. I got my eyes wide when I saw Julian underneath Alex's feet. What the? How did he get there? This is strange. Very strange. I'll say Alex was startled. The good part was he said that they have people. Well, that's good news. To Alex and I, that is. I wonder where they are. I hope they are nearby. Then something caught my eye. I saw two wild girls. I'm not sure if I was seeing things or not. Gloria noticed the look on my face. She whispered to me what is wrong. I told her that I thought I saw something. I thought I saw something, all right. I have to keep my eyes open. I have to and must. I would just to be on the safe side. Julian then showed us where the people are. When we did, a shocked look on my face was then shown. Did you know what we saw? We saw a skeleton. Why would Julian have that? That's what I like to know. Maybe I would have to find out. I would anyway. Julian then asked us... That was a lot of talking. Don't you love the people? Not a very lively bunch, though. Alex then said to him...
Oh, wow. So do you have any live people?
Julian then said no, and they only have dead ones. Except for their goddesses. That surprised me. Sort of. I never knew they had goddesses. I wonder what they look like. Maurice then said, which surprised us.
I mean, if we had a lot of live people here, it wouldn't be called the Wild, would it?
We got surprised at what he said. Marty then asked, the Wild? I can't believe my eyes. Eyes. She can't believe her eyes about the thing she's hearing. Alex then asked,
Whoa, hold up there a second, Fuzz Bucket. You mean like the live in the mud hut, wipe yourself with a leaf type Wild?
The king asked, who wipes? He then laughed and Gloria said,
Oy vey.
Julian then said, Oy vey. Maurice then said to the other lemurs,
Hooray, everybody.
All of the lemurs then said,
Oy
vey. This is confusing me.
Woo! What a... No, okay, wait, who wrote this? L.D.E.Imaginegirl? Do not write anymore. This is what you ended off on is such a good...
It was updated. So it was updated September 20th, 2024.
So
this had been going on for 5 years.
Oh my god.
Unless there's like a typo that
I
don't know.
I understand, like people write fan fictions, like kids write fan fictions so they could escape the learning curriculum of writing class, and you gotta add the periods, you gotta add the exclamation mark, you have to have proper grammar. It's like when they write fan fictions, they're like, oh, I don't need to listen to any of that, I'm just gonna write what I want to write, and I respect that.
L.D.E.Imaginegirl author has written 139 stories. Like every DreamWorks movie is in this list. A lot of Disney and Pixar, just any animated movie basically you can think of is in this list. I'm a fan of The Lion King and I love The Land Before Time.
Dude, there's Tinkerbell in here. Oh my gosh, the Ice Age. Oh, I gotta look at that one. Man. All right, so hey, we might be coming back to L.D.E.Imaginegirl.
I want to.
Who knows?
Wait. Micah? After receiving her father's medallion, sound familiar?
No.
Sarah got the medallion from the grandmother.
Yeah.
After receiving her father's medallion and grandfather's robe, a young girl named Elisa is taken to a different China where animals did kung fu. There she met a panda who is the dragon warrior.
Okay. So there is this like there's a lore behind this. There's universe.
An overarching self-insert lore base.
Like there's a pendant, and this pendant has been passed down through generations, and they just transport you to DreamWorks movies. This is insane. Whoa.
Yeah, Abigail, a young girl, becomes a member of Mufasa's pride after she lost her parents from poachers. Oh, that's an actual... No, where's another self-insert?
Wait, what?
After mourning the loss of her great aunt, a young girl named Dora is taken to a world of a grouchy ogre from her great aunt's necklace and ring. This is all... After receiving her father's guitar, a young girl named Elena and her dogs and cat winded up in a flooded farm. Oh, Rockadude. I don't even know. That's like a Don Bluth movie.
What if Snow White had a sister?
Whoa.
Man.
Tarzan finds some siblings. Darla's underwater adventure. Oh, that's Finding Nemo.
Well, mourning the loss of her great-grandmother, a young girl named Nancy is transported to a different Rio where she must help two macaws that were the last of their kind and stop the evil Nigel. Can she ever do that in order to get home?
That's almost as good as the one I found. No. I'm not telling you the one I found, though.
Oh, I'm
going to sneak this up on you.
Oh, boy. I'm saving this one. Okay, yeah. So I expect to see L.E.D.Imaginegirl in the future.
L.E.D.?
I said L.D.E.
Oh, I heard L.E.D.
I wish it was called L.E.D.
Hey, when you edit this, you can look back and see which was right.
I don't think I did. I think I did it right.
Okay, go in the comments. Team L.E.D. or Team L.D.E. What did he say? That'll get engagement.
After receiving her father's medallion and uncle staff, a young girl named Patrina is taken to different wilds of Africa where she must help the real Lion King.
This is actually amazing.
After receiving my necklace and bracelet.
Yeah, just get clothes from your dead relative and you can teleport to a fictional movie universe.
I could go on forever. Oh my gosh. Well, what do we think of Malagasy's adventure?
In the moment, it was boring and long and nonsensical, but overall, it was very fun.
I think so too. I was not expecting much from this reading. I thought it was just gonna be really boring and confusing, and we just mess up everything. But no, it definitely we got something out of this.
Yeah, we were confused just like Sarah,
and we said a lot of things.
We did say a lot of things. Asked a few times too.
Yeah,
and then got confused again. Well, there you go.
There you go, everybody.
Sarah's Malagasy adventure.
3-parter adventure. Thank you for tuning along with us the whole way there.
What was your favorite section that we did? Part 1, 2, or 3? Because I think part 2 was probably the best.
But if you haven't watched part 2, highly recommend you go back and watch. Just so you can understand.
Lot,
yeah,
a lot happened, and it wasn't even
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.